Okay, now we'll start again. Okay, so blood pressure. Blood pressure is really just the force the blood exerts on a vessel wall. Okay, so usually we measure it. We want to measure it as close as we can to your heart. So we usually use the brachial artery, which is the artery in your upper arm. Okay, so when the blood pressure is really high, like your highest pressure, but when you get a blood pressure reading, you get two numbers. Okay, so like 120/80 is a normal average. Okay, the high number is measured when the heart is contracting. Okay, and that's so, remember, contraction is called systole. Okay, so the highest number is called the systolic pressure, and the lowest pressure is called the diastolic pressure. So that would be the low number. Okay, so I always remember just S over D. So you're gonna, whoops, wait a minute. Okay, so here's doctor or nurse measuring someone's blood pressure. Okay, so this cuff, this inflatable rubber cuff, a blood pressure monitor, it's also called a sphygmomanometer. Okay, it's going to measure blood pressure in millimeters of mercury. Okay, so here's millimeters of mercury. Even like the weather guys, the meteorologists, they describe pressure using millimeters of mercury. Okay, so the high number is systolic, the low number is diastolic. So when the artery is closed, you don't hear anything. Okay, when the artery is open, you hear the high number, and then when the arteries okay, wait a minute. The sounds that you hear, you're going to hear. It's hard to describe. I'm sure that there's a YouTube video where you could hear it. Okay, you're gonna hear two different sounds. So you're gonna hear the artery opening and closing. So when it's totally closed, you don't hear anything. When it's totally open, you don't hear anything. I'll try to make a link to a blood pressure video. Okay, so the way blood pressure is categorized. Okay, so here's normal values. Okay, and you got to remember that normal values change depending on what's going on with the person. So if they're like a cross-country runner, their normal resting blood pressure is going to be way lower than someone that doesn't exercise all the time. Okay, so hypotension. So hypo means low or below. So if someone has hypotension, their top number is less than 95 and their bottom number is less than 50. So it'd be less than 95 over 50. And it would be chronic. Whoops. Shoot. Normal, so they say about 120/80. Pre-hypertension is between 120 to 139 over 80 to 89. Okay, stage 1 is stage 1 hypertension, stage 2 hypertension, they're even higher. Okay, so once you get into stage 1 and stage 2, they're going to start to give you medication, ask you to change your lifestyle, to make your heart stronger, maybe get rid of some of the bad things that are going on in your body. Okay, so blood flow. What's important about blood flow? Okay, so I think I've been saying this all the time, but remember that the blood, whoops, where's my, oh, hold on, I don't think I'm recording. Oh, I am recording. Okay, I'm going to keep going. Sorry, I don't know what's going on. Why that's not on the top. Hold on. Oh. Okay, we'll stop.